high up in the hills, really high up, folks. And this house that we're going to feature today, oh my God, is it ever phenomenal. Unique, outstanding, creative, design out of this world. Just have to take a breath. Anyway, don't go away. Stay tuned. When we come back, you're going to meet the designers responsible for this fabulous creation, Terry Smith and Kadian McFarlane. Don't go away now. Well, Kadian, I'm excited about this house, and I know you guys are too, so let's step inside. Kadian, this is just so fantabulous.
I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, it's just so creative. You guys are so energetic and creative. Terry, my friend, how are you?
Hi, Nadia. How are you?
Welcome to House Proud.
Thank you.
Long time no see. Tell me, give me a brief description of the house, what it consists of.
This house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, living, dining, deck, and kitchen.
Wonderful. Well, without hesitation, let's check out the kitchen. Can you give me a brief layout? What makes this kitchen so fabulous, so unique?
Well, this house was designed for 2 persons, 2 adults, no children. Hence, the kitchen and most of the other spaces are relatively small. Mm-hmm. We used concrete, glass, and steel as a primary elements in the kitchen because we wanted to express a sort of clean line, solid, and no frills kitchen, but have it, the simple stated elements stand out.
So this is all concrete. There's
That's all
no
concrete.
plywood, no just solid concrete, and then the doors placed in on top. Wonderful.
Well, what we have is underlighting in the concrete, which helps to light the work surface,
Right.
as well as the open grill area to the back, which looks out to the mountain.
That's so wonderful. I'd love to be cooking in this kitchen. What's the tabletop, or rather the countertop?
The countertop is formed corian, which they cut out and inlay all the fixtures.
I like that because that's a good space saving. You don't have a massive stove or anything like that separate. It's all built in.
Everything fits neatly in, which is
Yeah.
what we're trying to keep it sleek.
Right. And I like the as you use the silver elements, the stainless steel look. That's quite in now, isn't it?
It is. What we try to do is to have very simple elements like our concrete, and then play it up with more sort of precious elements, such as the stainless steel.
Your use of colors. Tell me about the colors in the house. Well, the kitchen, it looks like it's a continuous throughout the house. But why the use of these particular colors?
Well, as you may notice as you go through the house, following through the concept of cityscape and mountainscape, we have the house, which is separated along a spine, and things that relate to the left of the spine, which is the kitchen, study, etc., have a tinge of green. And that green plays up on the mountainscape. To the other side, the yellow plays up to the nightlife, more vibrant areas, which also house the entertainment areas.
Right. Well, outside of the kitchen, we have this little 4-seater, simple dining table. And Kadian, there are 2 things that I really need to ask you. One, your concept of your grill work, as well as the windows in the house.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to say that the homeowners, they're very not fussy. They're so laid back, it's not funny. And at the same time, they're very flexible and willing to try things, which is why we got away with so much. First of all, the grill work, as you talk about, what we were trying to do in the first place, as we asked them, and the husband would always tell you, the first thing they asked us was, you live in the Caribbean, you live in the tropics, do you want your Caribbean outside or inside? And we said, they said to us, of course, they wanted it on the inside, not knowing what it is they were getting themselves into. So what we did was we like to kind of, toe the line between inside and outside. And we kind of wanted to do this here, especially for the kitchen dining area. The house doesn't have many like outdoor veranda patio areas. So what we wanted to do was make you feel as if you are enjoying the comforts of being outside while you're on the inside. And we thought it was an unusual way to deal with this here. Creating a bed for the plants on the inside, the grill work. In particular, we don't necessarily leave the grill work exposed. We wanted it to feel, you know, more in keeping with the whole wood and the clean line concept.
Right.
So, you know, we kind of, this is one of our
So if it rains,
things.
does water come in and affect the kitchen area at all?
Not at all. The idea is that the overhangs for the house is so large on that side. General rainfall doesn't affect in here, and I mean that's why the plants are here as well, to act as a buffer, and the stones in the planter. But when it does fall really heavily, the drop awnings are let down on the outside, so that you don't have that kind of problem.
And ironic, they're red. Keeping in with the red tones, that's so cool.
Yes,
so, all right, your windows now. There is one thing unique about it, and I've noticed it throughout the house. There are no window treatments at all in any of the windows, on any of the windows. How come you decided to do that?
Well, what we try to do when we design a space is to design the space in its entirety. So with or without window treatments, frills, dressing, the space can stand by itself, on its own. So you'll have spaces like, for example, the buffer zone between the shutter and the house. Regardless if the plants are fully grown later on or no, it still feels as a complete element.
Well, let's go further into the house. First of all, though, the floor looks like marble, Kadian, but it's not marble.
No, it's not. And I can't tell you much about it, because if I did, I'd have to kill you.
Okay, then.
It's one of our trade secrets. But it is concrete.
Just concrete. Okay. Really unique looking concrete. So we have the living room, which is on a lower level. What kind of flooring is it?
Well, it's a hardwood timber floor. And I was describing the spaces, entertainment side, living side. And what happens, we've lowered this area so we can overlook from the dining room and kitchen spaces to the view of the city.
Yes, because there is a fabulous view.
It's a borrowed view. That's what we like to play with. From there, you can see across through spaces. You don't get hindered, etc. So we play with levels that way as well.
The elements that make up this living room are our cathedral ceiling, which was coined by the owner, just because of the height of it.
Right.
The large sliding door again, which leads out to an outdoor entertainment space.
Which I love. Oh my God,
And
it's so huge. What's the dimension of that door?
The door is
10 feet high by about 6 feet wide.
So cool. So cool. So airy. Just so much light in here. Also,
it being light and airy also lends itself to being cold sometimes because of where it is. So we have incorporated on this space here our fireplace, which is our stainless steel chimney and brick fireplace. Using up the spaces that were created by the level change, we had extra storage here and timber storage for the fireplace on the other side.
But it's actually a feature of keeping the house compact. You'll find that we use a lot of spaces under and, you know, like under stairwells, under floors, etc. to do things like have storage and stack things like hurricane shutters, you know, because those things are important.
so as you mentioned hurricane shutters, you do have that element on the outside?
As a matter of fact,
in case of a hurricane, because it's all glass.
as a matter of fact, the window, the way the windows, all the openings are treated, we had designed some special hardware that allow you to then put ply, because this was all part of the concept. They cut the ply to size everything, drilled the holes, etc. So that and they're in manageable pieces, so that when the owners, if they, God forbid, ever encounter such an event, they are able to put the shutters up themselves with no problems. Yeah,
Quickly and
quickly, easily, bolt them on, get inside, and be done with it.
And we have just what, 3 set piece furniture, little coffee tables, side tables.
They're very, very minimal people. They don't like clutter, they don't like a lot of stuff. Right. And so the house had to speak in a lot of ways to everything else. Right. You know what I mean?
Well, let's mosey on now to down the hallway where we have our sleeping areas.
Yes.
Guest rooms. Follow us. This is the only hallway passageway in the house, and on either side of the hallway you have spectacular view either of the city or of the mountains, and there's a nice wind that's blowing through this grill work, and it's so comfortable because one can sit and read a book or just relax and check out the view. But you need to check out the fixtures as well. A lot of cool light fixtures in this place, I tell you. The hallway branches off into the bedrooms and bath on the ground floor. Simple bathroom, which is the bathroom for the ground floor. It houses ceramic tiles in the bathtub area, accent of a blue wall with glass blocks, and the sink is simple glass top with a stainless steel basin on timber legs. And just gotta check out, once again, the lighting fixtures. Coming out of the bathroom, we're going to move into one of the bedrooms on the ground floor. And this bedroom is actually the boys' room. And you'd notice an accent of blue cupboards as well to signify blue for boy. A lot of storage space on top of the cupboards as well. Simple bed, dresser with mirror. And so much light. 3 sets of windows, so boy, he's got a really good view of the city. From the boys' room, down the hallway, then we move into the girls' bedroom. This bedroom is the exact same thing as the boys' room, just with a red accent wall. Red cupboards, same storage space, simple bed, and windows with a view. Oh, they're so lucky. Adjacent to the girls' room is the study. Cool, earthy colors, olive tones, yellows. Nice bookshelf, nicely housed, I tell you. Look at the indentation in the concrete. Kadian and Terry made such phenomenal use of space in this house. No clutter. Well, we're nearing the end of the hallway. We're at the end of the hallway. To the left of me, a little linen closet. Again, good storage space. Take a little peek. All right, that's enough. Now, Kadian and Terry, this particular piece, there's something quite significant about it. What is it?
Well, this piece was actually one of the first pieces before the house was even constructed that we encouraged the owners to buy. From a selfish point of view, it was our way of having more say, but it was really supposed to mark the termination of the axis that you just came down
If I were a little kid, I'll play hide and seek. Anyway, this is the stairwell to the master's bedroom. Stay tuned because when we come back, we're gonna check out the master's suite. Thanks for staying tuned. Come on up to see the master bedroom. Come on. What's taking you so long? En route to the master bedroom, I just wanted to have a chat with this little bookworm. What you thinking, fella? Anyway, most importantly, I'm sitting on a seat. It was designed specifically for us to sit on, read a book or two. But there's something quite particular. If you look out the window, there's a structure of the house that extends on a diagonal maybe to the building itself. Terry, can you tell me, describe what this particular structure is all about?
Well, that structure is dubbed the squarch by the owner, a square arch. What it does, it terminates the view behind the house, which is not as grand as on both sides, aka the mountain and the city. It also, from the outside, forms an entry archway for visitors in the original design, where that would have been the visitor's entry to the house.
Terry, can you describe the stairwell to me?
The stairwell is considered a gallery box. Eventually, all these blank walls will be filled with pictures of friends and family, spotted by the lighting above, which can be trained on all objects that are being displayed.
I like how you've used the colors, the same red and blue elements to highlight in the little, oh, this is just so cool. Now we're in the master bedroom. Guys, I'm so impressed. Fabulous job. Okay, tell me about the master bedroom now. It includes the bath, it includes
Walk-in closet.
the walk-in closet, but there are a couple of things that I want to ask you.
Sure, go ahead.
First up, that particular wrought ironing, is that what, to hold up the roof, the ceiling? The roof?
That is our version of our hurricane straps. And what happens is that those pieces of metal are actually cast into the belt beam and project and are attached to the rafters.
You built a storage area upon that level there?
A loft, yes.
A loft. Can I go take a peek?
Sure.
Can I
Sure.
climb up? Here I come, here I come, here I come. Hey. Whoa, a lot of space, man. Wicked. Let me come down now because I'm kind of afraid of heights. And then now we go into the fantabulous bathroom. Oh, Kadian, ooh, Terry, ooh. I want this bath in my house. Kadian, you go at it because I know this is your baby.
Yes, actually, it is my baby. I think this is my favorite room in the house, if I may say so. I think we wanted it to be very, very playful, still maximizing on the spectacular view, because a lot of times people give bathrooms these little peaky windows and you don't maximize on this. Here, there's nobody but you and God up here. In particular, the wet area, playful. You don't have to worry about water splashing, etc. It's supposed to get all wet.
And it houses the tub and the shower.
The
at
tub,
the
the
same time.
shower, the body jets, etc. The idea also with the toilet is that you should be able to experience your whole bathroom when you're in there. So you'll notice that while you're sitting on the toilet, you can still look through the glass frame, through the shower area, out onto the view.
See your vision while you're on there.
Yeah, people get some of their best ideas in the bathroom. We think it should be a fabulous space, and as such, we've tried to recreate that.
Great job. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. The outside of the house is quite peculiar. You have different textures, dimensions, Explain a little bit about it to me, because it looks very weird from the outside, and when you come inside, it's just quite simple.
Well, the outside of the house responds to the volumes and planes that we play with, as well as the material and how different textures and colors come together to make the composition. So the volumes, as you can look at them from outside, are really boxes that are assembled along our circulation spine.
And a particular element that we like to play with is having the roof do something interesting. Usually people just take the roof and plop it on the house, etc.
Right.
What we have done in lots of instances, but here in particular, we have the roof as an element that wraps the volumes, climbs the walls, etc. So, you know, that's a particularly interesting from our point of view.
Did you have any issues with the actual land itself and building the house, knowing that on either side there were big dips in the land?
Well, the first thing we did was to actually put in the safety measures of the retaining walls. That in and of itself holds the land together. The problem is, or not a problem, the situation that arises is that the land is very narrow. Hence, the house itself is very long and narrow, which we just worked with the land.
Right. As young designers up and coming, any advice for those who may want to follow your lead?
Advice, ooh.
You have to be inspired. You have to like what you do. Because as we always say, which is the reason why we've chosen this path, the fact is it's a very, very hard road. And a lot of people also go, oh, well, you know, why do you work for yourself and you're crazy? But you have to love it, right? And so the first thing is be inspired, like what you do, right? And then I think you can give everything to it.
Well, kudos to you both. Fabulous. Young, dynamic duo. Terry Smith and Kadian McFarlane. What can I say? Did you enjoy the house? I enjoyed the house very much. I want to live here. Anyways, you know, it's that time again. I gotta say goodbye. Yeah. So, until next time, this is Nadia signing out for House Proud. May God bless your home. Ciao. Hi, I'm Nadia. Join me in my next episode of House Proud, where we feature a home so high up in the hills it's just breathtaking, with two special designers, Kadian McFarlane and Terry Smith. See you then.